Good morning everyone, this is Neha. I am back again with day 2 yoga for thyroid. Practice along with me. Before you start, complete your regular rotations, neck rotation, shoulder rotation, wrist as well as ankle. Then we'll directly start with Surya Namaskara. Practice this, let's start. And practice whatever you can and you avoid whatever you cannot. And watch in the end what I'll be suggesting you to practice in case if you can't do any advanced posture. Let's get started. Let's start with Surya Namaskara, 5 numbers. You can also add more numbers if you want to practice. I'll always advise you to practice slightly more number of Surya Namaskaras. You can go for 10, 15, 20 and so on. Now come to center, get your both the palm together, drop your shoulders down, palm together. Prepare yourself for the session. At this point, your entire attention and your focus should be on your breath and on your body. Take a deep breath in, deep breathe out. Don't get distracted with your thoughts. Try to focus on your body as much as possible. Inhale and lift your both the hands up straight. Give a gentle back bend. Exhale, bend forward. Right leg back. Exhale, left leg back and knee down, chest down. Bhujangasana with inhalation. Exhale, come to Parvatasana. Right leg forward with inhalation. Exhale, left. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, leg back, knee down, chest down. Inhale, come to Bhujangasana. Exhale, come to Parvatasana. Inhale, left leg forward. Exhale, right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend forward. Right leg back. Exhale, left leg back, knee down, chest down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come to Parvatasana. Inhale, right leg forward. Exhale, left. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend forward. This fourth round, left leg back. And the right, knee down, chest down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come to Parvatasana. Left leg forward. Right. Inhale, come up, the last one. Exhale down. Right leg back. Left. Knee down, chest down. Bhujangasana. Come to Parvatasana. Left leg forward. Right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, relax. Now close your eyes. You're going to quickly relax yourself. Take a deep breath in and deep breathe out. I'm assuming that you're done with your Surya Namaskara along with me. And once you're done, slowly sit down in Vajrasana. If not Vajrasana, sit in Sukhasana. Take a deep breath in, deep breathe out. We're going to breathe in, breathe out 5 times and focusing completely on our breath. Okay, take your focus to the throat, to your neck. As you breathe in, breathe out, feel your throat moving with your air going out and in. Let's start. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Focus on your breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Open your eyes. Keep your palm forward and come to a Parvatasana. In Parvatasana, try dropping your heels down. If not, you can also keep your heels up. That is completely on your flexibility of your legs. Be comfortable. Now, once you are in this posture, try to keep your spine in a straight line where your head goes down all the way towards the floor, and get your chin to the chest. You kind of lock your chin looking down towards your stomach, and you're going to close your eyes and hold here for 10 counts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now slowly drop your knee down and come back. Keep your toe pointing out, sit on your heels, spine straight. From here slowly come up and stand. Stand on your knee. We're going to work a little bit on your spine now. Relax your shoulders. Keep your both the legs slightly apart from each other. We're going to practice Ustrasana. We'll start with the basic. If you can practice fully, you can do that, but we'll start with one leg at a time. Okay, here you need a bit of spine flexibility. So we'll start with basic. We'll start with only one leg at a time. Now, inhale, lift your right hand all the way up. Keep your another hand on your back. Okay, you have to push your stomach slightly out before you drop your hand down. So push your stomach slightly out. When you're slightly comfortable, you're not losing balance here. Make sure that you're comfortable and holding. And then once you arch your back, then rotate your hand and drop it on your heel. If you keep your toe out and on your heel, you will have less stretch in your spine. Now take your hand out, shoulder, push it outside. Look back, your neck posture is very important, and get your hand up. Stay here. 5, 4, look back, stretch your neck, continue to breathe. 3, 2, 1, hand relax, release the posture. You can feel a good stretch in your one side. We're going to try the same thing the other side. Next, lifting your left hand up, another hand goes back to the arch. Push your stomach out a little and then drop your hand to the heel. See, in this posture also my chest is still here. Now once I reach the posture, I am going to release. I am going to open up my chest, look back and then stretch my hand out. Continue to breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your hand first and then release. As you have like kind of a tight spine now, drop your palm down. We'll quickly do a cat and cow posture for 3 times to release our spine. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, round your shoulder nicely. Don't get bored of repetitions of posture, because only when you repeat them every day you can see the difference. Come back to center. Now let's complete this posture completely. If you are a beginner, if you are not so used to this Ustrasana, then please continue only one leg at a time with me now. If you have been doing this, then you can complete the posture along with me. So decide depending on your practice. Now as you inhale, lift your hand up straight. One hand goes back, push your stomach out and then drop it to the ankle, okay, to the heels. Now release the hand, it goes all the way up, opening up your shoulder. You're going to drop it to the heels. If you're here, this posture is wrong. If you push your stomach out, open up your chest, look back, then this posture is right. You're going to hold here for 5 counts. 5, keep your eyes closed if possible. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now slowly release one left side, come to the center, then right side. After this, you're going to drop your heels down, keep your hip down, extend your hands, you're going to drop your head down. You're going to relax your spine here. Drop your head down. Just try to breathe in, breathe out. Tries to be relaxed here. Drop your neck down. Observe your spine, especially the lower back. See if you have any stretch. If you don't have good warm up, if you feel your spine is tight, please do only half time, half side at a time. Eventually you can see that you're doing full, because you need good spine flexibility and this warm up for this. Now slowly come to center. Once you come here on your palm, just try to push your lower back out, center, out, round your shoulder when you push your back, center. And now drop your chin down, look forward, chin down, spine back, look forward. One more time, forward. The last one, come to center. This is majorly to recover from your spine, also a little bit of a work to your throat. When you drop your chin down, you can see that it's helpful for your thyroid as well. Now you're going to lie down on your back. We are going to practice shoulder stand and we're going to practice halasana. Now after this, because in between the practice I don't want to stop and tell you things, so after this I'll tell you, if you cannot practice complete, then what can you practice? Now if you can practice shoulder stand, you can just practice along with me. Now from here, slowly lift your hip up. This is majorly for the people who cannot practice shoulder stand. Hold here, okay, hold your lower body. Now just lift your leg up and stay here. Okay, this is much easier. Here you can hold. Breathe in, breathe out. 3, 2, 1. Even if your body is bent, that's okay, because something is better than nothing. If you have not used to shoulder stand, then this is going to be your beginner posture. Drop it down. And if you have been practicing for some time, and if you can practice shoulder stand, then let's continue. Lift your legs up 90 degree, lift your stomach up, and you're going to hold. Stay here, continue to breathe. 5. If possible, please try to keep your eyes closed so that you can focus more on your body. 3, 2, 1. Now, if you can go to halasana, then slowly drop your heels down, toes down to the floor, and stretch your arms out. Breathe in, breathe out, hold. Hold your back. When you feel like coming up, you can slowly come back to shoulder stand. Now when you come to shoulder stand, just to keep you in the posture and to make it more interesting, you can bend your knee to your forehead. Take your leg up, try the other side. Stretch your leg up. Now bend your both the knee to forehead. And then slowly release. Now, I have told you that for one posture, if it is difficult, I will give you a variation. Now suppose if you are practicing this and you are not able to practice halasana completely, then you can practice only half of it. And how to do that? You are going to lift your both the legs up and straight away without going to shoulder stand, you are going to hold here. So see whatever is your capacity. It's not necessary that you have to drop your toes down. It's like something is better than nothing. If you are comfortable here, then just be here, because it's all about the posture. How does your neck feels when you get into halasana? When you get into halasana, you can feel the compress in your neck, and you're going to be here and you're going to breathe. Now slowly release, drop it down, and one very important posture after this, a fish posture, Matsyasana. You're going to keep your both the knees bent. You're going to place your middle part of your head. You can remove the clips if girls are practicing, ladies are practicing, remove clips or anything from the hair. You're going to place your middle part of the head on the floor. You can see how it is. You're going to lift. The most common mistake people do, they lift their hip up. Okay, don't get confused. Do not raise your lower body. You're going to raise only your back of the shoulder. You're going to take your elbows slightly up and you're going to lift and look back. Okay, adjust your spine. You're going to place your head, crown of the head on the floor, and then now see your back is not touching the floor at all. Your shoulders are rolled back and hands on the thighs. You are able to see back and you can feel the stretch in your neck. You're going to stay here, close your eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now slowly take your elbows back again. Hold your thighs max to the upper side and push your elbows down. Lift your neck up and then drop your neck down. Once you come here, turn your neck to the right and the left. This is very important to relax your neck. After Matsyasana, don't forget to do this. One more time and come to center. Now slowly you're going to turn towards your right side and you're going to slowly sit up. Quickly prepare yourself for pranayama after this. Alright, so once you are comfortable, you come back to your posture, prepare yourself. I am sure this, once you complete the posture, all inversions, a good blood rush to the head and complete body up and down. Now drop your shoulders down. We'll practice one more very important pranayama, Kapalbhati. Okay, I'll give you the introduction to Kapalbhati. It varies from people to people. You can practice as far as possible. Start with less numbers and eventually you can increase the number. So we'll practice only 30 counts of Kapalbhati. Both the hands pointing up. You can sit in Sukhasana or any Vajrasana, any comfortable posture. You can also sit on the chair and do it if you're not able to sit on the floor. Both the hands in Chin Mudra, shoulders back. Now you're going to exhale forcefully from your nostril and simultaneously you're going to take your stomach inside. Okay, let's practice this together. Inhale and exhale once. Start exhaling. Relax. Observe your breath. Observe your head. Observe yourself. Now, slowly get your both the palm together. Rub your both the palm. Drop it to your eyes. Once again, rub your both the palm. Drop it to your face. Open your eyes, look into your palm. Good morning. If you cannot practice Sarvangasana shoulder stand, you can practice it along with your wall support. Okay, I have made a video on that, you can go through it. If you cannot practice Halasana, you can practice half of Halasana. So there is always a way. If you want to do it, there is something out there waiting for you. So try not to give excuses. You can practice, and please let's practice. Also promote others to practice yoga along with you. I'll see you tomorrow with day 3. Thank you.